Hi, and welcome back to the Swell Shenanigans podcast. I'm your host, Amanda, but you can call me Swell. Here on the Swell Shenanigans podcast, I talk about really whatever I feel like it, but usually I talk about shenanigans. You guys are having another solo Swell episode today. I feel like I just need to make this more common. I've made the choice, the active choice to not have a co-host. I was just going to have, guests and reoccurring guests. And, this is just a reality of that is I have my own podcast. I am a white dude with patchy facial hair with a microphone who thinks that you deserve to hear my opinions. I don't know what you did to me, but obviously it was something because no one deserves it. But yeah, I had what I thought was a good idea for you guys today, a good shenanigan, because I wanted to make this episode the non-NFT, non-crypto episode because I am tired of every other shenanigan that I talk about being crypto or Web3 related or NFT related, because I'm over it. I could just turn this into a crypto bro hating podcast if I really, really wanted to. And it's not interesting for me. I don't want to do that. And I had an idea, and in my infinite post-COVID, 2 months out from COVID, still having the mental issues associated with COVID, did not remember to write it down. So it's just gone. And then I made the mistake of the only person I told about what topic, what shenanigan I was going to share with you guys today. I told my father, okay? My dad, who has the memory of a gerbil. I love the man to death, but oh my God, that man will set his keys down and lose them the moment he takes his eyes off of them. And so the fact that I chose to share with him my shenanigan for you guys today, infinitely stupid. And maybe I wouldn't have forgotten it, but I started researching this other topic, this TikTok topic, this modern warrior Chelsea Hart situation on TikTok. And I feel like it's still unfolding. And so I decided that it was not a good idea for me to talk about this because there's other people involved. People are making it racist, and I don't think that's okay. And I don't want to at all contribute to that until we know more. And so I am choosing to not cover that in full and go through that all here on this podcast, at least on this episode today. But in doing my research, my other topic to share with you guys today, yoinked from my brain, just gone. I straight up told my dad, that's my shenanigan for the podcast. It's one of the things I'm talking about. Gone. And I know I'm just like, I feel like even telling you guys this, I'm not even going to sit here and be like, it was such a good idea. I don't know if it was. I don't remember. And I know me saying, it's funny because me saying this, you know what? This is a shenanigan. I can share this. My mother had a longtime boyfriend. They got together when I was in 7th grade, separated around the time I was finishing high school. Okay. Horrible relationship. They probably should not have been in it. You guys don't need to know the details, but this man was, oh God, I'm trying to think of a way to describe his dating style. I don't know how to describe it, but this man above everything else was cheap as hell. Okay. Super duper cheap. And so one time he came home because we were all living together at one point. It was a big Brady Bunch situation, and goes to my mom and says, I want you to know, I almost bought you flowers today. I was at Trader Joe's, saw the flowers, and I thought about getting them, and then I didn't. But I told you about it because it's the thought that counts. And I'm getting deja vu from that in me telling you about the shenanigan that I don't remember to tell you guys about. Oh gosh. But yes, I had an idea to share with you guys today. Gone, and it was a non-NFT, non-crypto related shenanigan. And I'm sure after I finish recording this, it'll come to me. But anyway, the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about really quick, because I've talked about it before on various live streams. I wouldn't call this a shenanigan, but I do think it's a shenanigan to have secretly written 4 books in the last couple of years. But Brandon Sanderson is a fantasy novelist, okay? Very prolific. His output is insane. I've actually never read a Brandon Sanderson novel, and I will fully acknowledge that. But this project alone may get me involved because I'm impressed by the output alone. And someone's going to be like, I hear this with content. I hear this with everything. Quantity doesn't mean quality. No one cares, okay? Some people work differently than others. Just because someone's cranking out content or words or work or art does not make it inherently bad because it takes you 700 years to complete something, or you don't complete anything in general. But he announced on Kickstarter that the number's going up before my eyes. Someone just bought more. Anyway, he announced that he was going to do a Kickstarter. Oh my God, it's going up. I literally have the Kickstarter page open in front of me and the number just keeps going up. Basically, the Kickstarter is titled Surprise, 4 Secret Novels by Brandon Sanderson. A year of Sanderson. Enjoyed books and swag boxes throughout 2023. Basically, he shared that he has secretly written 4 books in the last couple of years. The number just keeps going up. Okay. And so he decided that to do the release for this, that he was going to do, you could back this project on Kickstarter and you would get the various books every couple of months for the year of 2023. I don't know. I think this is cool. I've talked about this on the podcast. And I've talked about this on live streams for the YouTube channel. I feel like I've spoken about this. I don't know. I don't remember. I have too many goddamn platforms, you guys. I'm sorry. But I have previously spoken on this on various things, that the traditional publishing industry, not talking self-publishing, but the traditionally published industry has not changed much, you know? And so despite social media and maybe advances are smaller or larger, or they're taking on publishing less manuscripts or unknown debuts or things like that, you know, like maybe that's changed, but the industry itself has not changed all that much. And so the fact that he is doing something like this, I don't know. I know he's working with his editors, I believe, or his publishers. But I mean, I think this is one of those things where it's kind of putting the power back in with the author, you know? And like, I think this may be a change because there's a ton of money in this. So basically what you can do is there's various ways to do this. And I know people who have never read a Brandon Sanderson book, and they did this because they think it's a cool concept, and the idea of the books coming the way they are with swag boxes, books, whatever, throughout the year is a cool concept. But so basically there's various backing offers. So there's every single one gets you quarterly books. So pledge 40 and you get the ebook, 60 or more, you get audiobooks, 160 or more, you get premium hardcover, 220 or more, you get all formats, 360 or more, you get the ebook plus theme swag, 380 or more, you get the audiobook and swag, 480 or more, you get the premium hardcover and swag, and then 500 more, you get all formats and swag. Okay, so they have a mock-up of covers, and I mean, the covers look fucking badass. I mean, I have seen Brandon Sanderson covers in Barnes & Noble and various of the bookstores when I go shopping, because I always check out the fantasy section. And I mean, I will say, the cover art always looks good, so I will say that. But anyway, their goal, guess what the goal was? Some of you probably already know. It's been open for a while now. The goal was $1 million. Oh God, when was this launched? The goal ends, I think it was launched on March 1st. It was either launched at the end of February or at the start of March, okay? It has 24 more days to go, okay? They are now at $25 million. That's insane. I really think this is going to do something. I think already this is a cool thing, and this is a fun thing for Sanderson fans. And then also, this is what I would call a literary stunt, because like I said, there are people I know who have never read one of his books who have donated to this because they think it's a cool concept and they like the project. So I think this is pretty brilliant, you know. And he wrote the books, so I mean, I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's a shenanigan stunt in and of itself. I think it's a good shenanigan. I think that's fun. Now, next up, and the last thing we're really going to talk about today, I am involved in a shenanigan. At the time of this episode coming out, it'll have been 1 day since the voting started for the first round of voting for me to potentially end up on a reality show for influencers. Let me set the scene for you, okay? Because Sarah Zed, who's another YouTuber, friend of mine, mutual, I don't know if I call people friends, but I don't know if they'd call me a friend, but we're mutuals, okay? At the very least. She was posting about how she is on the mailing list for a couple of different things, and they sent her this for applying for this contest that was a confusing reality show, and basically You vote, and then when you're picked, they fly you to a castle or something for the show to be judged by a panel of judges, including Tana Mojo. If any of you are at all familiar with my content, you'll know she and I have been kind of parallel to each other for a little while now. I don't like saying I'm on her radar because I don't think I am in the background of her shit. How about that? I made content on TanaCon. I went to TanaCon. She did the documentary with Shane Dawson. Most of my footage was used for that documentary. So if she watched that documentary, she saw me and my content. The Dr. Phil episode, she watched that, so I know she saw me talking to Michael Wiest, and like there's more stuff where I'm just kind of at least on the edge of things. And so I think that this would be very funny for me to pull this off. But basically, I told Sarah, send me the link, I'll apply immediately. I'll figure out the details later. So she sent me the link. And so basically they had 3 different versions. Let me read you. So basically this is from Orbit, and it's the Influence Me TV competition. And there is an over 50,000K category, an over 100K category, and over 250K category. On YouTube, I have about 267,000 subscribers. So I was like, okay, diving right into the deep end. And I applied for the over 250K category, knowing full well that if I got selected, I would be going up against people with 1 million or more subscribers, followers, whatever. Okay. Probably insanely hot people. I have no idea who else is doing this right now. But at this point, I'm assuming I'm going to be up against super hot people, which is why I'm telling you guys about this, because I think it would be hilarious if this actually became a real thing and I made it to the final round of judging. And then it's just me looking like an awkward bisexual librarian and then surrounded by super hot, really famous people that are also probably younger and make more money than me. I think that'd be so funny. Okay. So I don't fully know what the point of this is, other than the fact that Influence Me TV, they are trying to raise money for the JED Foundation, okay, which is about teenage mental health and the awareness of that, which I do think is a good cause, okay? I don't know what me being an influencer has to do with that. I don't understand, or how the type of influencer I am, how that benefits this charity at all. But anyway, I applied, submitted a little bio about, the type. I tied up a bow for my content. Basically, I said I'm a full-time creator who makes content trying to encourage my audience to be more informed consumers and ask questions about popular media topics and products that are over advertised. Anyways, they liked me enough to let me into the first round of voting. So it's happening. This episode of the podcast comes out the day after voting starts. So in the description box of this video will be the link, okay, to vote. I just need you guys to vote. Everyone can vote one time, okay? I cannot vote for myself. There will be an option for you to do a super vote. You do not have to do that. I am not going to sit here and ask you to spend money for me to maybe get on TV and give extra votes, okay? However, $1 equals 1 vote. And the money, from what I can tell from this advertisement for this contest, the money is supposedly, that money that's being used to vote is going directly to the foundation, the JED Foundation. It's not like it's going to the prize pool, but there is also a $100,000 prize pool, which I don't even really want. Honestly, we'll do something cool, okay? We'll do our own TanaCon. We'll figure something out. I would definitely use that for more fun stuff than just yay, I won $100,000. We'll figure something out. We'll do something super freaking cool as a community. I think that'd be really fun. I just do something insane. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. So mainly, I'm going to be annoying for at least the rest of the month because I think it goes till the 31st of March. So it's not going to be every single episode for the podcast is going to be me telling you guys to vote, but there will be a little note, just a reminder, I'm in this. It's still going on. If you would like to vote and you haven't voted yet, vote. If you guys send the link to anyone, that'd be nice. I just think it would be very funny if I made it past this round, you know? So it's like I'm competing against random people. I don't even know fully how the voting works. I thought originally I was competing against only the people in my group, but it looks like I might be competing against the people in the 50,000 and the 100K groups. I don't know. I mean, my ROI for like my engagement on most of my platforms is pretty good compared to larger people. So I'm hoping that like I have the audience that'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll vote. It's easy. You know, I'll submit a little vote for you. That'd be really nice. I would appreciate that, you guys, because I think that this would be so funny. And someone's gonna be like, I don't get how this is funny. That's fine. But if you knew how many reality TV shows I've applied to in the last 2 years, I've also haven't spoken about this on the podcast, but I am actively applying to dating shows, reality dating shows right now for videos and stuff. The fact that if I can get on this show and it can actually turn into something, that'd be very fun. Think of what I could share about the reality TV experience. You know, like I would document the whole experience that I was legally allowed to, you know, like I don't know how they just keep saying that this is going to be shown to millions of people. Let me read you the most recent email I got from them. How about that? Okay. So this is again, Influence Me is the title of this. This is the moment we have all been waiting for. One of the largest influencer campaigns that has ever existed, raising funds for mental health awareness, engaging creative content coming from thousands of influencers, and a brand new reality TV show. This contest will likely get a lot of press and be a monumental event in influencer history. Are you ready? My full name, which you guys know. Your chance to prove yourself, show what you're made of, and potentially earn a spot on a reality TV show and expose yourself to millions of new fans. Did we mention winning $100,000 cash as well? Oh, as I'm reading that, I really just realized I should send that to my manager so she knows what I'm doing. I'm see, this is the problem. Everyone calls me the responsible one. Both of my previous manager and my current manager refer to me as their responsible client. Meanwhile, I forget to tell them that, oh yeah, by the way, I'm applying for a reality show and the voting starts tomorrow. Like, anyways, but yeah, the voting starts tomorrow. Yesterday when you guys listen to this, and I would appreciate it if you guys would just, you know, pop on down there and shoot a little vote my way. That'd be nice. Or hey, at the very least, if you check this out and you see someone else that you like that you want to vote for, go ahead and do that. That's fine. At the very least, I did not think they were going to accept my application. But I'm also operating under the assumption of I should just be delusional and just keep doing stuff. Like maybe eventually something will work. I didn't think it was going to be a reality show for influencers, but this might be it. This might be it that sticks. And so if you guys don't want to vote for me and you see someone else that you want to vote for, go right ahead. I don't know if you can vote once for other people or if you only get one vote. I have no idea, but I would appreciate it if you would vote for me. And that's kind of really it. I was really hoping that by the end of this episode, I would remember what I was supposed to tell you guys about. The shenanigan I was going to share with you. And I don't remember. Anyways, thank you all so much for listening and watching if you are watching over on YouTube. Reminder that if you would like to do a submit your own shenanigans, you can do that at the Swell Shenanigans podcast at gmail.com. Or if you'd like to submit an audio message to be played and hear your voice in a Swell Shenanigans episode, you can go ahead and go to the Anchor website for this podcast and hit the little message button and you can record your little message. Keep in mind, those are only up to 59 seconds. So maybe make it a little conciser. If you're going to do multiple parts, make sure you like label them. That'd be nice. And yeah, thank you all for listening. And if you liked this podcast, be sure to rate and subscribe. And I will see you guys next Wednesday. Goodbye.